Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land Reloaded up today, and we have got a new character dropping, a new SP character. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. First of all, let's take a look at what else we got going on. Only one tabbed event, and that's just the red packet. Of course, make sure you do that each day. Chance to get, 4,000 or so, between 3,000 and 4,000 usually when the event ends. Always could use the diamonds. Nothing new. Daily events. Time limited events. All right, so we've got because we've got a new character up, there's really nothing in here except for a couple of pay events. The check-ins, consecutive charge daily pack, and daily packs. Okay, so just pay items. Okay, nothing else in the thing. Battle Pass still going on. Battle Pass should be getting ready to end. We're at almost 80, so this should be the last week. Roughly before it ends, so make sure that you try to get as much of that so that you can buy the 10 levels that you'll be able to exchange and get one of the tokens so that you'll be able to purchase some more of these actual the shards seem to be the best bang for the buck right here. These shards allow you to complete a set, which gives pretty good stat buffs, so I would focus on that. It takes about 6 to do one level up for those. So that's where I would put the time at. All right. So the first thing we got, since we are dropping a new character, we do have a God trial. Probably one of the most important events that they have now, because it's really the only way to get these right here. Okay. This is 2 of the max level soul bones. Soul rings. These are needed for leveling up the skills for your characters, for the SP characters. There's really no way to get them. This is about the only stable way that you can get. Of course, you can get them inside of the actual event, but it's really difficult. This is a guaranteed 2. Okay, so but unfortunately, this is a server event. Okay, this is not just based on you. This is based on a server. Okay, so if you complete all yours, you can't get this. It has to be your own server. We complete this every time. We're usually finished this a day or 2 before the event actually ends. So I've been able to get it the last couple times. But yeah, so just make sure that you everybody, do each one maximum as much as you can. Fight the clones and earn points for the server. And of course, hopefully your group will get it. Okay, but that's one of the only way to get them, of course, is inside of the actual hunting ground. Only inside of here can you get them, but unfortunately you got to get really to like up to here before you really get to the point where you can actually get any. I've been able to get some up in here. Okay, I usually get to right here, and this is where I've had my most luck. I've not been able to beat this as of yet. I'm thinking once I get my 4th SP character, I'm not going to be going for this character. I'm waiting for BB Dong to come out, which I think should be the next character. This is Chen, the one-armed bandit, an excellent attacker if you're looking for someone. But yeah, so I can get to here usually within like 20 pulls or so. I can get one. Okay, but really, yeah, down in here, just you could go 50 pools and not get any. Yeah, I don't know what the up rate is. It's just too low. So we really don't see anything until you get to 700, where it's worth really spending a lot of the actual things on. And it takes me, I have to max out my actual hunting camp to 30 before I can beat this. Before I can beat 700. So unfortunately, I usually only have a day or 2 where I can actually focus on it, which is why I still have 284. I did have, so that's just the way it goes. But yeah, you get those 2 guaranteed from that server event. So make sure that make sure that your server gets involved as best as they can to make sure that you do complete it. All right, so let's look at the first thing here. Okay, Divine Realm. Our new character, SP Boundless Sword Heart Divine King Chenxin, and as you can see, it's a one-armed bandit. If you remember from the actual Soul Land Reloaded, or from Soul Land, the actual, his arm was cut off when when the soul when he was Doji was attacked. Okay, they managed to fight him off, but he did lose an arm in the process. So he's the one-armed bandit. That's what we call him. Standard fare. There's nothing new about any of it. You'll be able to get 20 summons, and you'll be able to use against him. He's an SP character, so he's going to be really good. You get those. 10 are purchasable through the actual sale right here. Okay, this is 9,000 is what this costs for all of these to get all 15. And then the remainings come from the Royal Hunting Ground. You'll be able to get 2 after doing 6 victories, and you'll be able to do 12 after going 9. Okay, so just pick a lower level that you're comfortable with, and you can always win, and just sweep it if you're doing it in the main ground, or if you're in the other groups, just do the fight, sweep it, and you'll be able to get the 12 that you need. That'll give you 5 more, 3 and 2, giving you a total of 20 for the actual pool inside of the inside of the realm. Okay, you know, if you're not going for Chen, then there's other stuff in here. You can choose which one. Okay, you don't have to go for Chen. You can go for Rong, you can go for Wu, you can go for Ren, Chenxin, Mahjong. You can go for any of them. Okay, so you can just choose which one you want to pull for. Okay, at this point I would probably choose Wu. Wu is considered OP. The 2 OPs that they're considering is Wu, and they're considering BB Dong, but BB Dong has not been released yet. I'm thinking she'll be next. Okay, and so that's, yeah, so inside of here, that's what you're looking for. Okay, exchange shop, of course. Like I say, I really don't see this to be worth it, but you get a chance to grab some, grab some more shards for whichever character. This is a select chest, so you can choose whichever you want. So it's a chance to build up. It's a chance to build up the actual divine skill for one of your XP characters. Okay, so utilize it. It all depends on which characters you're focusing on and whatnot. Okay, I'm not going to go for Chen at this time. I may in the future, but I'm happy with what I got right now. I'm just waiting for BB Dong. I'm building up my the items that I need to fully rank up BB Dong once I get her when she comes out. I'm hoping she'll be the next character. That one I need to complete my 4 SP team, and I should be able to crack 800k inside of the hunting ground and start getting a little bit more of those 100k soul rings that we need, so seriously, to actually level up our skills within the actual SP characters. So we'll have to see at that particular point, but that's where we're at right now. God Trial, focus on it, and the pools. That's the only event that they've got going on. They don't have anything going on in a time limited, as I've said. So it's just the actual pool. We'll probably see some other events come out here within the next couple of days, but I think for the next 3 days, because we just, the other 2 just cleared yesterday. So, I don't expect to see anything new. Until we're getting into the holiday season here, as it's starting to roll in. It is the 1st of November, so you're going to start seeing, festival events and stuff like that. Lunar New Year events and things like that as well will be coming up as well. So those things will have to be looked for, but that's all in the future. For right now, just focus on the Divine Realm. Make sure you talk to your server buddies and make sure they focus on the God Trial, so that you can complete that and get those soul bones, so you can start leveling up some of the skills for your SP characters. That's one of the best ways to make them stronger, is level up their skills. Like I say, the soul forges have not been forthcoming in terms of soul rings. I was hoping. They're pretty generous with the 3 with the SP3 chest, which has Chenxin, Ma, and Wu in it. That chest has been prevalent at all of the soul. It was in the soul forge that just ended. I did not go for it, as I said. I went for an SP bone set to put on my characters, but it's I'm hoping that they will be included in there in the future, because really the Divine Realm, the God Trial only comes up when there's a new SP character. Okay, so that you know the next two events for Chen, you're not going to see this because it only appears just once. So you know it's not a very consistent way to get the shards. You have to build a strong team and start beating it inside of the hunting ground. And the hunting ground's tough. I mean, there is no easy way about it. Um, it's exceedingly tough after you get past like 500k. It just starts becoming it becomes difficult. You really do have to focus on doing it. You can't just set it auto because it just won't do it because you have to focus on attacking certain things at certain times. And it's a battle. It's definitely tough. But once you get the characters, get 4 SP characters, you don't really need to level up the characters to utilize them inside of the hunting ground. You just need to own the character. Okay, so that's all. I've seen. I have not had any trouble whatsoever. I've been utilizing my main team and focus on that. Okay. But it'll be nice to have. It'll be nice to have 4. If you go into the hunting ground, it'll be nice to get 4 actually SPs. Because right now, because I only own 3 SPs, which means when you look in the actual darkness, I'll go back to one back here. No, it's just going to let me sweep, so we'll have to do this. I might actually... Okay, so you got to get above 380 in this case to advance to the next one. Now, so as you can see, I've only got the 3 SPs. Okay, because I only own 3 SP characters. But if you look at the actual thing, I have I own Oscar and I own Who. Okay, so I've got them as options, even though I have not built up Who and I have not built up Zoom. I still have them as options to utilize in here, okay? But I've been using my 4. Use this one, this one, this one, this one. I have occasionally, when I get up into the higher levels, I try to sometimes sneak an Oscar for healing, but it depends if I'm dying, okay? So basically, just choose your 4, your 4 best characters and just stick them in there, okay? That's really all the best you can do, which, it's seriously going to crimp your actual style. Okay, I mean, there's no other way around it. You just have to do, the best that you can. Spirit Souls, we'll put that one in there, and then you just choose what you got. But like I say, so you don't need to level up the character, you just need to possess it to utilize it inside of the hunting ground. Okay, and just focus on that. But yeah, do those 12 so that you can get that. So that's all that they've got up. So not a whole lot going on in terms of that. They've refilled the actual race events, so we do now have the new in the peak battle shop. It's 10 that you actually get. It's 10 of these. I've already purchased 9 of them because I had already built up a large amount of the coin, waiting for them to come out. So it's 10 each month. Okay, so that's you need 80. That's going to take like 8 months to get a set, which is why I went ahead and got a set inside of the Soul Forge because I could get it instantly. I'm going to need another set for BB Dong, so I'll just keep building up 10 of these each month until BB Dong is released, and then when I get BB Dong, I hopefully have close enough that I'll just be able to maybe utilize a few from a Soul Forge or something to get my 4th set, because I want all 4 of them to have an SP set. Once I do that, then I'll start focusing on upgrading the sets. But like I say, these are going to become a lot more prevalent once we go into the SSP characters. Okay, that's the next tier of characters that's supposed to be coming out. At least that's what happened on the Asian server. I'll assume the global will get them as well. And then we'll start being able to see SB stuff a little bit more common. So we'll be able to build them up a lot faster, as well as the extended bone, the Dusk Gold Terror Claw, I believe is what it's called. You will start to see those a little bit more frequent as well. So that's everything So everything's pretty much reset. Everything's up. So go ahead and focus on that. Like I say, Divine King Chen. If you want to see what he's got and what he looks like, you just go to the Soul Masters, go to the actual handbook, click on the character. In this case, we're going for Chen, and then you can check out a portrait if you want to see fully what it looks like right here. They'll show some of the skins that is available or will be available for him. I think that's a pretty nice skin. You can take a look at his attributes, okay, and then you can take a look at I think he's going to be pretty good. I mean, he's an SP character, so let's face it. He's probably, he's probably not going to disappoint in any way. I would not think. Okay, just the fact that he's an SP character, he does a ton of damage inside of when he was an S. He's an SS character. He did not have an SS plus or a triple S character. He was only SS. So it looks like they're sort of focusing on some of the earlier characters. But he was only an SS. He did not have an SS plus version. Let's see if we can find him. Right here he is. Dao Chen is what he's called in here. He was that's the only time he was only released as an SS. So we haven't seen him since then. So it's nice that they're finally bringing him up to a new level of character, bringing him all the way up to an SP character. Next one will be BB Dong. BB Dong was introduced in terms of an SS plus character. She did not have a triple S character either. So we're going to be seeing her in SP format. She's supposed to be OP. She is supposed to be the most OPs of all the SP characters, which is why she's going to be towards the end. She'll either be the second to last or the last character that they introduce. And as by standard, there's always a little bit of power creep in those last couple of characters, making them a lot stronger than the others. Case in point was who was second to last. Okay, Oscar was last in triple S's. He's the best healer in the game. Who was considered an SP killer because she did so much damage. So those were the two powerful characters in triple S. You're going to see, SPs. It's Wu, which is surprising considering she's the third character, and then the next one is going to be BB Dong. So she's probably going to be toast to last or second to last, but she will be the one that you want to save up for a little bit if you're looking for this from a free-to-play perspective. But everybody seems to be consistently saying that it's Wu and BB Dong are the two best of the SP characters. So those are the two you should focus on if you're a newer player. It takes a long time to build up the S shards, which is what I'm doing right now. It's just basically building back up my S shards. As you can see right here, I've got about 4,500 here, and then I've got a bunch saved up underneath the characters. I'll be close to being able to probably get 1 or 2 sun right now, but by the time she comes out, I'll be able to fully max her out to 5 sun, and then start building up her armor and whatnot. Start focusing on the character. I'll be finished with Ma's level enhancements pretty soon. I've got him at gold 2. Gold 4 is the max. I'll be taking him gold 3 here. I'll be hitting gold 3 here shortly, probably the next day or two, and I'll be able to start focusing on that. I haven't really had much to do to focus in terms of his souls as of yet, because I haven't really got any of the red soul rings yet. It takes the red ones, the 100, to actually level up the skill. You just basically combine it with another soul. If you look at the character, okay, and you take the skill that they've got, okay, inside of the soul ring. If you look at the red ones, you'll have the option for fusion, but you need to fuse it with another red one, and we don't have another red one. So once you get another red one, you'll be able to fuse it, and that levels up the skill. Okay, so but you have to get only red ones. You can't use any of the others to put in there. It has to be a red one. And if you look at the actual if you look at the actual this one, notice how it does not have a fusion option. Red one has a fusion option. So to level up your skills, you have to have red soul rings. Those are the only ones that can be fused to level up the skill. Okay, you could put one on here, okay, but you can't really level up the skill until you start fusing these things with red ones. So you want to replace these with red ones as soon as you get them. Okay, unfortunately they are numbered, so, and you're going a little bit by RNG, so you might get some, but you might just have to use it instead of putting it on a new skill. You might have to fuse it with another one and utilize it that way to make one skill stronger. Okay, but yeah, so keep that in mind. You need red ones to actually level up the skill. Other than that, we're in pretty good position. Everything looks like it's going to be okay in terms of that, but we're going to wait for those. And we'll get those as soon as we get it. And like I say, once you get a max SP team, you'll probably be able to get up into the 700, 750, 800 level inside of the Royal Hunting Guard. Do not waste the tokens. I'm telling you, I've already done it. Okay. I save my tokens until I get up to 750 and 800. Then I use them all at that time. Okay. Don't use them before that, because there's no use going through burning through 50 or 60 and you might not get a red soul ring. Okay, the tokens are not something that you get a lot of them, but you can't get to get 50 and 60 and not get a red soul ring, that's just a waste. Yeah, the percentage up is just not big enough. Okay. Wait until you get to the higher levels and then spend them all there, because there's no limit. I mean, once you clear a level, you can sweep it as much as you want. Okay, and if you wait until you get to the 750, 800, you can usually get 20 of them. You'll get one, and I have not had a chance to get higher. I mean, in the 800s and the 850s, you might get one every 10 tries or something like that. Okay, or maybe even more. I'm not exactly sure how good the drop rate is up there. All of it has a sense of RNG. So if you have bad luck, you might take another 20 to get one. But I think the percentage rate is going to be high enough in those levels up there above 800. That definitely be a time to go ahead and blow a large stack of tokens for the hunting ground if you do have them, and I am hoarding them because that's what I intend to do. I didn't have a chance to do it at the last event, but I did it before that. I managed to get. I spent 50. Where was it at? Let me get back. It was at, I think it was 750. I think it was 750. Let me find out which one it was. It was not the tree ant, wrong one. Soul beast didn't be. What am I doing? Hunting ground. Hunting ground. It was in the. It was 700. It was right here. 700. I spent 50 tokens here, not the last time, but the time before that. Okay, right here. Okay, by the time I'd hit 20, okay, I'd already gotten one. Before I'd spent 50 down around in here. Didn't get any, which was seriously disheartening. But then I got to 70, and I blew 20 tokens up here, and I got one. Okay. So I'm going to wait to get back up here again before I even start thinking about using tokens. But I really, really, really want to wait until I can get right here. I'm thinking with 4 SPs, I'll be able to get up to here. And my assumption, the drop rate up here would be, well worth it. You'd probably be guaranteed to get one within 20 pools. And then, like I say, up in here with these 2, 3, yeah, you're probably looking at a pretty good guarantee. You probably maybe get 1 out of 10 up here. If anybody's made it to this and want to let us know in the comments section what the drop rate or how often you might see those up in here. Is it worth banking the tokens like I'm doing? Let me know. But if it's the only way to get a steady supply of them, if they put them in the Soul Forge, it won't be much of an issue. But right now, upper levels of the hunting ground and this God trial event, get you 2 of them. But only in the server event, not in the regular event. Right here. So, and this is server-wide accumulation to get it. So yeah, and that's it. And it's two. And I think it's two. It's not a choice. It's just random. So it might be useful, might not. But like I say, if you do get one of a duplicate, you can just fuse it, which is what you need. You do need multiple copies of each of the actual soul rings. So, granted, but I'm never going to have to worry about maxing out all levels, all of my skills for every single one of my SP characters at this point in time. So it's always going to be useful for me. It might not be useful to someone who's spending thousands of dollars. They probably have a bunch of the soul rings, and they might have maxed out all of the 2 soul rings on their character, the number 2, for instance, and so if they get it 2, it's useless to them. But in my case, it's not. So it's useful. Yeah, it's always going to be useful for me, and hopefully, like I said, we'll see him in a Soul Forge. Okay, I'm not sure what we're going to see with SSP characters. If that's going to be something required. I'm not sure what the format looks like. I assume it'll be similar to the SP characters, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. That's only on the China server at this point, so I have to wait and see. All right, so that's all I got. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.